I'm starting to notice a kind of morbid theme about this room. Yeah, I know! I don't care. Okay, now that's easy enough. Diagrams and stuff like that. See, diagrams, that kind of thing, but that's actually just art. Interesting, but art. Okay, so let's look at this here. Start investigating around.
Look at the state of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
Well, you know, the people that they work on are so worried about infection. Kurtz! Well, it's easy enough.
This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
That's not
Holmes,
an overall.
This is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers.
That's not an overall. That's not even close to being an overall. That's a jacket. That's a fucking jacket, not an overall. Overalls are those things that you see with the jeans, that the straps that go over the top. That's an overall. This is not an overall. Snip, snip, snip. What? 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 Why would you put a map in your name tag?
I need something.
What in the fuck?
2 keys.
Why would you so close your pocket?
A small metal stem.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
And then he just left it. What? I want to look at that thing again. Hang on. Plan. What in the fuck? Who does something like that? Why would you sew your pocket shut to hide 2 keys instead of just taking the keys with you? Why would you do that? That's Frogware's logic. That's dumb. Why would you do that? Well, let's head back out to the elementary, my dear Watson. Is never used in any of the Conan Doyle books. Really? Elementary, my dear Watson. No, because that was part of the, that was actually the elementary thing. That actually started with, Basil Rathbone. If I recall correctly. Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. Elementary. Let's see now. I'm guessing that one of these 2 keys goes to here. Or both of these 2 keys. What the fuck?
Perfect.
Open? Huh? Key.
It's open.
That was needlessly complicated. A 2-key lock that you still needed to use another thing to push it out.
Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a jumble.
Okay, and if you didn't have the foresight to make sure you checked that coat over completely thoroughly, you'd be completely fucking stumped. Alright, let's see. An axe. Always a good thing to have.
Impossible to...
Use an axe.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
Well, really. Alright, hello.
Look, this chest has been nailed to the floor. This box has been placed so that no one can move or open it.
Well, then I think we'll just have to move and open it.
Look,
Let's see.
look.
Something
I
here.
can see a large crack. I'll need something thin.
Knife.
Bags filled.
Knife.
A hole was drilled a short while ago.
It
There is a
wasn't
sack inside
drilled,
this
it was
hole.
cut!
Let us see what is inside it.
It was broken into!
Valuable objects. But what are they doing here?
Yeah, spoons. Those are like the most valuable things in the world, man. I wanted to do what you told me to do, but it didn't all fit in. So I've closed the chest and have hidden the rest with Romeo and Juliet, the newcomers. Okay, that's easy enough.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
Easy.
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Okay, I want to do what you told me to do. Okay, so now you need to go get the shovel.
This shovel belongs...
Or not. Okay. Now I need to... Wait a minute, I can't look at the grave sites, though. How am I supposed to... I buried it with the two newcomers, Romeo and Juliet, but I haven't been able to see and read any of the graves, so how do I know which ones are theirs? I know what I'm supposed to do. Unfortunately, I cannot pick up the shovel, and I can't get Romeo and... Okay, this is gonna be pissing me off. Okay, before running out of here, let's see if there's anything else I need to look at. I think there was. It's like... Oh, there we go. Note to all employees! Fell the lover's tree to make place for another grave. If the famine doesn't end, we can expect a lot of customers. Chief P. Long.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
Let us hope that the tree is still there.
Alright. 86 the lover's tree. Which tree is that? Oh! Easy, lover's tree.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions. Sally and John. This
Design is the
Sally
last
and
to be
John
done.
is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
What? Don't look at any of the other ones.
Here is our
I heart you.
Sally.
Okay, so now I gotta find Sally and John. Oh, hello. That might be it.
Nothing of interest.
Really? Really? You get up my hopes for that? Oh, now I can start checking these
Nothing of
gravestones. Now you'll let me start checking those damn gravestones.
Yes, it must be there. I need some.
Now can we go get the shovel? Please? Thank you!
This shovel belongs...
Why
You
the...
frighten me, Holmes.
Why the hell would he pick up a rake without having any preconception but a shovel? He needs to fucking know exactly what he's gonna need to use that for. Stupid fucking game. Alright, let's dig him up.
This must be the grave. Dig quickly, Watson.
You do it.
Very well, Holmes. Look, a metal box.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
This box comes from a bank. The criminals must have held on to it after a hold-up.
And with that said, I am led to ask the question, what bank on the face of this planet would use a slidey puzzle as the locking mechanism to their safety deposit boxes? Okay, let's go over the basic fundamentals of this puzzle. It's fairly easy to figure out this puzzle. In fact, it's deceptively easy to figure out what you're supposed to do, because it just seems so stupid. You see that little number 1823 yada 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 down there in the bottom right hand corner of the box? That is the sequence of numbers that you need to make using these numbers. However, you can only move 2 numbers at a time. Why? I have no idea, but that's the gimmick for this puzzle. It's move 2 to arrange them in this order. And if you have one number stuck at the end, you can't move it unless you have another number next to it. I really don't know what else to say about this puzzle. It's fairly easy, but it'll just take you a while. This one took me about a little over 8 minutes to solve. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Just play around with it and eventually you'll get it. Now, since this puzzle does take quite a bit longer for me to figure out than the other ones, I would like to say, and I cannot believe I am doing this, in this game's defense, the streets of Whitechapel are among the more polished areas of the game, if not the most polished area of the game. Watson himself works much better as a hint system in letting you know where you should be right now. The clues themselves are much easier to find as long as you're not overlooking stuff. The Holmes sense will lead you to the right area. And Holmes isn't just picking up random shit for no reason, only to use it miraculously later. This area feels much more polished, it feels like it had a lot more work put into it, and overall it feels like an adventure game should. Each part of this particular area, the streets of Whitechapel, leads in a logical progression from point A to point B, and while the puzzles are still ridiculous, they at least make sense and the clues are easy enough to find. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and all too quickly. That's the right order. That's it. That's it.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Easy enough. Number lover. More keys.
This key must be important to be hidden here. A hammer covered in blood.
Hello. Wait, what?
Holmes, there is someone in that hut.
I saw, Watson. Come, and keep your revolver at the ready, just in case.
Awesome, awesome. We are making progress.
Open up. We're not the police. Do not be alarmed.
That's a strange way of reassuring someone. Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Didn't we just
Don't
say
be
we weren't?
afraid. I am a doctor. I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high, and the wound could get worse with every second lost.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was made by a sharp, well-kept blade. Any other blade, less well-kept, would have torn the tissue around.
How do you know that? You didn't even look at it. He's holding his
So what
arm.
does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course.
Or a surgeon.
The only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in
What?
danger.
A man as skillful with a knife as a butcher, and with a bad reputation.
We didn't even meet this Fletcher
would easily
dude.
strike a fatal blow by cutting the child's jugular. If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. The poor lighting in this area saved them. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these
But we
children.
haven't even heard
And if
about
he
this
finds
Fletcher
them,
dude.
Wounds will be the least of their problems.
That's true. What do you want? Don't let the butcher find
How
us.
the fuck do you just pull this shit right out of your ass, Holmes? I mean, it would have been so easy for you guys... Seriously, Fogworth, you could have fucking thrown this Fletcher dude at any moment. You could have, like, shown up like, Mr. Fletcher, I'm looking for a bunch of young hoodlums who came running around looking at my shop. Somebody broke into my place. We don't even see a butcher around here. Seriously, the only butcher shop we've ever been to in Whitechapel was in the Jack the Ripper case. In that case, we went to a few too many butcher shops. But this is bad storytelling. It's just pulling shit right out of your ass. Meditation. Care.
Dr. Watson will see to your wound, but the treatment won't be free. I don't need to remind you that life is hard. You know that already.
That's
Give me
care?
the address of a certain Kurtz, and the doctor will dress your wound. No address, no treatment.
I can't tell you, mister. Kurtz is a dangerous madman.
Holmes, you go too far. You have frightened the poor child.
Meditation?
I could give Mr. Fletcher a compensation for the damage to his property. And he would
What? How is
certainly
that
give up trying to
meditation?
find you then.
Or was that supposed to
But
say
for that,
mediation?
you'll
It's
have
hard to read at
cooperate.
this resolution.
Or else...
Or else he'll likely find a less agreeable way of repairing the damage.
Wait, mister. I know everyone here. I'll help you. Only protect us from the butcher.
I am looking for Kurtz. Tell me where I can find him, and I'll smooth things over with Mr. Fletcher.
Everyone here knows Kurtz. He's the worst person in the area.
What?
We call him the Colonel because he fought against the Zulus in Africa. He got chucked out the army because he's completely crackers. He lives at number 8 Batty Street.
Now he just tells us
Watson,
where he
see
is.
to the wound. Then we will settle the problem between these young men and Mr. Fletcher.
Who is Mr. Fletcher? We never even met the guy. You'll find Kurtz at number 8 Batty Street. To get there, take the first left turning out of the cemetery, then the first right. Number 8 is on your right at the end of a blind alley. Thank you. Well, at least they got directions.
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be.
What?
If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
What?
You mean you lied to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't it?
Unnecessary. So yeah, clever. I don't understand the reasoning in this game. I really don't.
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine
Oh my
outfit you're
god,
wearing
this
there.
thing again!
You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie.
Oh god!
That you don't get
In
it all
HD, it's even
dirty
worse!
up, but you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
Get a cat! Get a cat!
Don't go back to Jenny's place. You'll get malaria.
Thank you, madam. I'm certain that you would make a very good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token of my gratitude for your concern.
What the
Well,
hell
I
is going
never.
on?
Thank you. That's right, generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
Oh my god, the toad thing.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
Who the hell is
What
that?
a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Braver
Let's
man than
find
I.
Batty Street.
What in the hell? Ugh. Let's get out of here as quickly as possible before that thing comes back and tries to eat me. Alright, alright, Batley Street. Batley Street. What are the instructions again? Nope, 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 nope. Alright. Take your first left out of the cemetery, then the first right. Then why did we go right out of the cemetery? Alright. First left. And then the first right. Here we go.
That is
That's number 6. Here's number 8.
closed.
Why am I not surprised? Maybe the key. Yeah, key works. Did you know the Union Jack? What the fuck is a Union Jack? Whoa, this doesn't look good.
My God, Holmes, it's appalling. And the smell.
What the hell's going on?
What can have happened?
Jesus
Stay
Christ!
calm, Watson. Take note of every detail and be careful not to move anything.
Very well, Holmes.
Holy shit! What the hell did that dog do to this poor man? Jeez, there were 2 of them! Holy fuck! What in the hell happened in here? Alright, we're coming up on recording time, so we're gonna stop before we get started here. I'm gonna change out discs, and then we're gonna continue on. What in the salmon hell?